Dear Mr. Obama, we need to talk. Please understand it's not you, it's us. You're a really great guy and Michelle's a lucky woman. The thing is, though, even though you aren't like our last president, the bully that killed 750,000 people in an embarrassing and tyrannical knee-jerk response to that horrible day in September, even though you are of superior intellect and understand not only the value of critical thinking but also how to employ it, we have to break up with you. Undoubtedly, you'd make a wonderful president for some other nation. I'm sure you'd make them very happy, but Mr. Obama, we need more. When we first got to know each other, you were very charming. You said all the right things. When you danced with us, you made us feel as if the stars spun around us like lovers under a summer sky. When you dined with us, your words nourished our hungry souls. But sadly, Mr. President, for that is still your title at the moment, we've emaciated ourselves in the hopes that the pretty words you gave us came with substance. Alas, they seem to have been merely wax and cardboard. We need substance, and we no longer believe you when you invite us to have supper with you. As I've said before, this isn't about you. It's about us. It's about what we need. You see, we need a president who doesn't just know that it's unfair that gays, lesbians, bisexual, and transgendered people are denied their basic rights to family survivorship and employment. We need a president who uses the bully pulpit to say so. We need a president who stands at the microphone and says what's right in the face of might. We need a president who cares more about doing the job than keeping it. We need a president who isn't afraid of a fight, but rather who strikes first and with the most decisive blow. We need a president who doesn't compromise to accept an inferior health care bill for fear that pushing to get the health care program we actually need will result in failure. We need a president who calls out the liars and the dissidents and makes them pay when they hit below the belt. We need a president who's both quick to listen and quick to act. We need a president who inherently knows whose asses need to be kicked and who, when talking about them, talks about the asses he just finished kicking rather than the investigation he's conducting to discern what's true from what's false. Please understand, we know that you're doing the best that you know how to do. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you aren't the one we need. We need a president who isn't afraid to get dirty. We need a president who not only believes that all men are innocent until proven guilty, but who will shout it from the mountaintop that as distasteful as it is to offer the same judicial rights to terrorists as other people, that this is America, and by God, if we won't stand by the principles of our union in a worst-case scenario, then our principles don't mean a hill of beans. We need a president who not only supports the legality of the mosque built on hallowed ground, made hallowed by extremists who claim to embrace the religion whose mosque is in question, but who will stand up and say enough is enough. Extremists did this, not Islam. We know that you are not Muslim, as some racist idiots have implied, but we sure would have liked it if you had stood at the podium and shouted, "I'm not, but so what if I was?" We need a president who doesn't say no comment when it comes to wisdom, but rather one who stands and says that it is wise to separate individuals from the whole that they claim to represent. We need a president who is not silent when the largest state in the Union is locked in a fight that will ultimately result in a national decision about whether we will treat some people as less worthy of civil rights, or are instead deserving of the respect that they've so long demanded. We need a president who leads the people publicly rather than sitting in meetings behind the scenes trying to find compromise between people who are as ideologically as far apart as East is from West. We need a president who uses the technology of the day to get his message directly to the people when the media and the pundits won't listen. We need a president who is more concerned with action than image, who doesn't care if some label him an angry black man if the result of his activity is a better America, stronger, safer, and more free. We need a president who will acknowledge that the job of the presidency has nearly nothing to do with agenda and everything to do with strong leadership in the midst of ongoing crisis management. Rome is burning, Mr. President, and we need a leader who knows how to fight fire instead of gathering people to write reports about it. Now, we think a lot of you, and we wish you well, sir. But we cannot continue in this relationship with you when we are so clearly not getting what we need. We don't think the Republican will do any better, and we don't know if any Democrats could do it better either. Though there is a sense in which maybe, if we could convince Jon Stewart to run, that we'd at least cut through some of the crap. We're not saying that he's the best guy for the job, and we don't know yet who is. But we spent enough time with you, sir, to know that while you're a really great guy, we need more. We're sorry. We never meant to hurt you. But it is time for you to go. Again, you're not a bad guy. We just need more. It's not you. It's us. Sincerely, and on behalf of those who voted for you, Sebastian Winters.